Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. Yeah, it's late, but when it's this insane, when it's this crazy, I just go with it. I'll work 24/7 around the clock. I really don't give a shit. Because when this government begins, has done it in the past, will, and is doing it now, murdering innocent Americans, they murdered innocent Americans in Boston, in my opinion, and they just murdered hundreds more north of Waco, Texas, with a massive blast, a massive fertilizer bomb. Conveniently placed in time, by the way, to pinpoint and demonize the Patriot Liberty movement, to make all of us terrorists. You know, you're the terrorists now, America. You're the one to fear. Convenient timing, too, by the way, that the gun control bill, you know, this massive piece of legislation that Obama, the rapist, is using to rape the Second Amendment in this country, just happened to be shot down by the Senate today. It's a good thing he still has executive order to push that thing through. It's a good thing that 100 or so plus, we'll see tomorrow morning what the casualty count is. It was a 2-point plus seismic earthquake, shattered about 70 plus homes according to earliest reports, knocked out a nursing home, shattered windows everywhere. I mean, we're talking blood, guts, and gore. This is bigger. This is bigger than anything we've ever seen before. Might be bigger than September 11th in aggregate. It's that big. Bigger than Oklahoma City bombing. Death, blood, guts, and gore, which is exactly what the government needs. It's exactly what they need to show the little crying sheeple so that they can push this shit through. Create the police state, propagandize you, implement the control measures, give you your new pair of Google glasses. You can walk around town and, videotape every move, videotape your family, bring that into your home. Yeah, that sounds like an excellent idea. Terror has come to America. It's come to our streets, our cities, our towns. And the next question we all need to be asking ourselves is, what is next? Because the way the federal government is laying this out, bomb after explosion, after guts, blood, and gore, what's next? First we have Boston, only 3 people dead, dozens, hundreds wounded, legs amputated. Now we have Waco. We had the Batman massacre not too long ago. We had Sandy Hook. See how they've placed the dominoes? See how it's perfectly orchestrated to breed terror, to keep you in a constant fear loop, to create such a degree of terror that it gets to the point where America and the American people just can't take it anymore. Can't take another shock and awe event. They'll be begging for gun legislation, begging for a totalitarian police state, begging for Hitler to rise and take control of their lives and tell them what to do. You don't need a Second Amendment, according to Hollywood actor Jay Moore. By the way, I'll never see another one of your movies, just like Jim Carrey. I will never see another one of your films, ever, because you're traitors. And Jim Carrey, I'm not sure about Jay Moore, you're not even U.S. citizen. So again, you and Piers Morgan can get the hell out of our country. See how they've carefully orchestrated, how they've carefully played this? It's like a game of chess. It's an algorithm. Remember, Google is an algorithm. Remember that. Everything's an algorithm now. The technology is an algorithm. They are 1,000 million times steps ahead of you before you are. The federal government, FBI, the CIA throws billions of dollars, millions and millions equating to billions of dollars in some cases, into predicting and challenging and understanding future behavior. Push you to the point where you literally can't take it anymore, where you honestly lose your mind. It's amazing watching this. It's amazing seeing this happen in real time. This has been some of the most challenging reporting that I've ever done in the history of our grassroots organization since I started this 4 years ago. Just a regular guy, angry with what he saw from the inside, working as a Wall Street broker. Said, you know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to start making videos, I'm going to seek the truth, I'm going to get the word out to the American people. Look where we are now. 50,000 subscribers, 10 million plus YouTube views. All of you supporting what we do. It's pretty amazing. You have the opportunity to get the truth out, America. I can't do it alone. I can only do so many videos, so many documentaries, shed so much light on the truth. You know, take a look at the documentary we put out in President Barack Obama on the gun control. That was put out months and months and months ago. Slow to build up steam. Now it's got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. Some of our videos getting 500,000 plus views. This is obvious terror. This is obvious false flag, whether you want to believe it or not. Call it a conspiracy, call it the Illuminati or the Illuminist game plan, the New World Order, whatever you want. All I know from a regular guy who worked on the inside, who's been studying this for years, this smells rotten, smells like a piece of shit, has from the start, and it stinks to high heaven, even worse tonight. Late night. In fact, it's the next morning it's that late. Because this is picked up to such a degree and to such an intensity that literally you can't even keep your eye off the ball. Well, the federal government's over here on the right hand, you need to be watching the left hand. People like me are providing, people like you are providing that check and balance to our system. We are the check. We are the watchdog to this system, to these tyrants who want everything. They want total control. They want power. They want to dominate you. They want you to give up everything, everything, every ounce of liberty, of love, of passion, of autonomy, of independence, of freedom that had existed. And let me stress that because I can't stress that enough. Has existed or had existed. Doesn't exist anymore. So I'll be reporting on this all day tomorrow. More dead. Hundreds, potentially hundreds of people massacred in a bombing worse than Oklahoma City. With just perfect convenient timing, of course. No motive here at all. No motive to demonize the Liberty Patriot movement. You know, it's not like there's a secession movement going on or anything. Oh, wait a minute, there is. There's a lot of pissed off Americans. A lot of pissed off people. Don't like being raped by the system. Don't like being abused. Don't like being stolen from. No wonder they have motive to demonize the average John and Jane. To demonize the American patriot. John Doe's the enemy now. You. You watching. The truth is, you're not the enemy. This government is. This president is. These people in power. They're the enemy. They will kill, they will murder, they will maim. It doesn't matter if it's men, women, or children. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Let me stress that. But this is a country of free speech, or at least it was. The federal government murdered those people, those 3 individuals, including an 8-year-old child a few days ago in Boston. And they just murdered potentially hundreds more in Waco. Your government. A planted, false flag, staged terror attack. Believe it if you want to, or not. That's your choice. But watch how they now package a massive, comprehensive piece of legislation, and suddenly, and very conveniently, the Senate will get that 60 votes it needs now. There'll be a little bit more pressure on the Hill, because the American people just can't take it anymore. They can't take any more killing, any more dead. Federal government has you eating out of the palm of its hand. Has you right where they want you. They kill all day long overseas. For you to think they wouldn't murder you here on the home front is to honestly be a retard. I can't think of a better word. You're a retard if you don't think they're not killing you here in the streets of America. Andrew Breitbart was murdered. Chris Kyle was murdered. Countless others have and will be murdered. Things we talk about, things I talk about are dangerous. But you know what? It's the truth. And I decided a long time ago which side I'm on. And I feel pretty good about which side that is. Truth, liberty, love, light, righteousness, and God. That's what I stand for. I'm Christopher Green. You've been watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television, and I just delivered the Daily Wave. Hard-hitting and in your face.